Start out by opening a browser and going to v3.apbdispatch.com. It's important that you start at v3.apbdispatch.com because only version 3 of the software is capable of the audio feature that I'm showing here. Once you get to the main page, enter your username and password and log in. Let's start by making an audio file to send to our contacts. One way to do this if you are using a Windows computer is to use the Windows Voice Recorder. I already have Voice Recorder installed, so it shows up here when I search. If you don't have Voice Recorder installed, you can find it by going to the Windows Store, search for Voice Recorder, and then if you don't have it installed, there will be a button here that says Get. Click on the Get button, and then you'll have Windows Voice Recorder. When you open Windows Voice Recorder, it looks like this. To start recording, click on the microphone. This is a test voice recording. That blue circle that goes out and in is showing you that your microphone is working. You can pause the recording at any time by clicking this pause button, and you can think about what to say next, and then you can hit the pause button again to resume. Now the recording is resuming. When you're finished recording, click the stop button. You can click this play button to hear your recording. This is a test voice recording. On your computer, these recordings are placed in Documents, Sound Recordings. So here's the recording that I just made. Now, the format of this recording is M4A. That's how Windows saves their sound recordings by default. In order to send a recording using APB over the internet, we need to convert this file into a WAV format. If you open up a web page and go to Google and type in convert M4A to WAV and search, one of the first hits will be this Zamzar converting tool. We'll go here and click Add Files. And now we'll find our recording. So it's in Documents, Sound Recordings, and here's my recording. I'll click Open. I want to convert it to WAV, so I convert now. And it's converting. And then I'm going to download it. And it's been downloaded. Let's go back to APB. In the Select a Local Audio File section, I'll click Browse. I go to my downloads, and I'll search by date, or I'll sort by date so that the most recent thing comes to the top. I see I have a thing here called recording, and it's a WAV file, so I'll click on it and open, and now I'll give it a name. My first recording. And I'll click Save Audio to the Cloud. I'll wait until this upload finishes. There we go, audio file was uploaded successfully. Now let's create a script. All I want in this script is the recording I just created. So that's a variable. I'll click in this variable drop down and I'll choose Rec X. This is for playing any recording that you have. Now in the Cloud Recordings drop down, I'll scroll down. I click on this drop down list and I scroll down and I see that one of my recordings is called My First Recording. That's the one I want. And then I'll click Add Variable to Active Script. Now here in my active script I have a variable called Rec, My First Recording. That's what I want my script to be. Now, I want to send it just to myself to make sure that everything's working correctly. So I'll type in my own phone number here, add myself to the work table, then I'll select myself, and I'll send the message to selected in the work table. Down here, I can see that one message was scheduled. It's a voice message. And it has this complicated URL in here that is My First Recording. So that looks good. I'm going to wait until I get the call and see if everything worked correctly here. It can take as long as a minute for the call to come through. So I'm just going to wait and see.
This is a test voice recording. That blue circle that goes out and in is showing you that your microphone is working. You can pause the recording at any time by clicking this pause button. Now the recording is resuming.
Okay, so it looks like my call came through successfully and I heard the correct message. So it looks like everything worked. My message disappeared here and I could see it in my log. There's the message that I just sent. Now, let's look at sending a text message with an audio file. It works the exact same way. I'm just going to go into my account settings. And instead of voice, I want to send a text message. And I'll save that. Then I'll go back home. My active script defaulted to its previous thing because I didn't save it. This time I'll show you how to save the script. So I want to do a recording and I want it to be My First Recording. So I'll add that variable to the active script. Let me give this a name so this script will come back later. My First Recording script. There we go. Now later on, I can get this script and load it again if I lose it. Okay, I'll send the message to myself. And here I can see that I have a text message scheduled to me. When the message arrives, it has a link that I can tell it's a link because it's underlined. And when I tap on it, it will open up a web page that will start to play this message. This is a test voice recording. That blue circle that goes out and in is showing you that your microphone is working. Okay, so that's how to send an audio message either as a phone call or as a text message.